You feel me? I got something to say. My soldiers, I'm gonna bring it up to y'all. For the YNs who love the guns and toting guns and everything, right? I say let's send them first. Listen, everything going on right now, and they love to tote guns. They love to shoot people. Y'all got the what's them guns called with the little thing in the back, with the little switch. We got something bigger and better. We got M4s. We got 240s, 249s. Feel me? You YNs, come on, step up. Step up. Y'all want to shoot so goddamn. Hold on, let me fix my camera. Y'all want to shoot so goddamn bad. You feel me? We got it. The United States of America has a job for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better stop playing, man. Now was y'all time to shine. You want to kill somebody so bad. We got folks that need saving. Help us out. You know what I mean? Come on. Come over to the dark side. Come shoot some. I got something to say. My soldiers just bring it up to me, and I'm gonna bring it up to y'all. For the YNs who love the guns and toting guns and everything, right? I say let's send them first. Listen, everything going on right now, and they love to tote guns. They love to shoot people. Y'all got the what's them guns called with the little thing in the back, with the little switch. We got something bigger and better. We got M4s. We got 240s, 249s. Feel me? You YNs, come on, step up. Step up. Y'all want to shoot so goddamn. Hold on, let me fix my camera. Y'all want to shoot so goddamn bad. You feel me? We got it. The United States of America has a job for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better stop playing, man. Now was y'all time to shine. You want to kill somebody so bad. We got folks that need saving. Help us out. You know what I mean? Come over to the dark side. Come shoot some.
This nigga look like a YN himself. But Shalom, first thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard. Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. It says, U.S. Army soldiers says, send the YNs to the front line. First, they love to tote guns. We got a job for you. And you know what, brother? I second and third and fourth that statement. Because, I mean, they ain't doing nothing but killing each other any goddamn way. So why not send them over to the Middle East or for the Western Asia for a purpose? Because, you know, honestly speaking, I'm tired of the sight of you young niggas. You know, you walk around with these fucking shiesties on, skinny jeans, hanging all off your ass down to your kneecaps, fucking Crocs, hoodies with cartoon characters on there. Walking around with AR-15s and skinny jeans, bro. Like, you jakes are fucking the embarrassment, man. And honestly speaking, if I was an Army recruit sergeant, if I was Esau, I would grab every last one of you niggas up. I would start at the age of 12. Because, I mean, you got YNs as young as 8, 9 years old, still in cars, still in Kias, man. But I would start at age 12 years old, and I would go through every hood in America, and I would grab you up against force. Because who's going to defend your rights? You don't even know your rights, so who's going to defend you? Come up missing, you know, and throw you in back of a black van. And the ones you that don't comply, just unalive your ass on the spot. Because you niggas ain't worth nothing any goddamn way. Only thing you do is kill one another. See, you tough against your own people, but when it comes to fighting white man, I ain't finna fight that white man war, but you killing your own brothers, though. You'll kill a nigga because, you know, he from, you know, a nigga say he from O Block, or a nigga say he from 63rd and 62nd and Calumet. You'll kill a nigga off bumping a rival drill song. You know, you'll kill a nigga for listening to a King Von song in a wrong hood. You'll shoot it. You'll switch. You'll put a switch out on him and murder him, man, in cold blood. You know, so all you YNs, this will be a fitting thing for you. Go over there and drill it out. Shit, called drill for a reason. You got drill sergeants in the military. You can go over there and be a drill demon. You know, you got to cut them goddamn dreads off your head. But hey, guess what? You get a paycheck and benefits. And like the dude said, you get an M4 assault rifle. So, hey, be all you can be in the Army, because they going to grab you niggas up anyway. All right. And I could see Esau doing that, because when they put boots on the ground in Iran, It's a wrap, man. Because the American military, they're not what they once was. They're pre-Desert Storm. They ain't. This is not the same American military that conquered World War II, and they did that through diversionary means. But still, this is not the same American military going back to World War One, World War II, the Cold War, Desert Storm. You know, this operation, this and that. You know, the Panama Canal. These ain't the same soldiers. These soldiers are weak now, man. That's why the scriptures say, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight, and they become as women. Okay, even in the book of I think Nahum, if I'm not mistaken, it says they're in the midst of women, roughly paraphrasing it. But yeah, you YNs, this is a fitting thing for you because you like to shoot shit up, you know, and this time you can blow up things legally and you ain't gonna get locked up for it. You know, hell, you may even still be able to pop your little pills because you got a lot of druggies in the militaries, man. But a lot of these young niggas, they ain't nothing but pillhead, leaned out, coke smoking druggies, man. You know, I know young niggas as young as 18, 19, 20, 24 years old. Mug shots. A nigga look like a 50-year-old man in a mug shot. And this is the type of niggas that fucking women love. They love these little fucking degenerates, bro. You know, and it's just like, it really boggles my mind because it's just like, how in the hell? All right. But anyway, I saw this here and I fact checked this and I don't think this is necessarily accurate, but you know, who knows? But it says House passed the defense bill automatically registering men 18 to 26 for draft. And they were talking about this. So even if this is not official, they were talking about this. And I believe because they're going to need boots on the ground. They're going to need bodies because they're going to go out there and get wiped out because they don't understand the terrain of Iran. Iran has never really been fully conquered. So you definitely in the people in the military today, women, homosexuals, you know, these new age kids, they don't, right. They ain't, they gonna send them in there first and they gonna get gunned down in cold blood, man. They gonna get straight up obliterated. You know, so they just gonna start grabbing people up off the streets eventually. And you YNs, they gonna come for your ass too. And ain't nothing your mama's gonna be able to do about it, you know, while she's in a club dancing and jumping up and down on other YNs and shit. Your mama ain't gonna be able to do nothing to save you. You know, because because they're gonna need new boots on the ground. You see, so eventually they are gonna start drafting people. I believe that because this war in Iran is gonna get out of hand. Other parties are already getting involved. Russia, China, they are already secretly providing aid to the Iranians. So regardless of it, there's gonna be a need for bodies, and they just gonna need casualties out there. And a lot of you niggas, they might not even put through basic training. They gonna look at you and say, yeah, you ever shot a Glock or you ever shot an assault rifle? You ever shot a M16 or a AR-15? They gonna say, yeah, because they survey all you jakes, man. They got all you niggas. They know every YN and X1s. They know. And they just gonna look at you and say, yeah, get this nigga. They're gonna throw you in the fucking bus and take you to a military base, cut your hair, tell you to pull your pants up. And then they gonna send you to the Middle East because you ain't gonna pass basic training because you don't have the wind for it. Half you a $110, $120, $130 soaking wet. You weak as hell. You can't do a pull-up. You know what I'm saying? Your diet is horrible. Okay, you fucking eat, drink lean, pop pills, eat hot crunchy curls for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, so you're totally not equipped, but they gonna need bodies. You just gonna go over there and get gunned down, man, because you don't really understand war. Okay, see, this ain't no O-Block shit, or this ain't no the 50s, or like in Kansas City, these niggas be bragging on the 30s and the 50s, man. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I be in the gym working out, and I be seeing some of these young carriages in there trying to work out, and it's comical, which I'm not knocking the niggas for trying to get in shape, you know, because that's the new thing now. Everybody wants to be a sexy man for the gram, you know. And a lot of you women in there, you go to the military just to put your bodies on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and show that you got a car with benefits and a home. And since you in the military, you have nothing else to do but work out. So you try to get your beach body, hoping you can get out of the army in 4 years just to be a hoe. No, you bitches are going down there too, man. You know? So it's going to get real sticky, as I like to say. So I fact checked it. And this is the niggas who they going to send. This is your fighting force right here, Esau. Look at them. And you know what's so funny about it all, bro, is like when Trump deployed the federal troops on the street down in Memphis, these niggas weren't nowhere to be found. They said they cleaned that shit up less than a week. They wasn't nowhere to be found. But when it comes to you or me or any other Jake or anybody that look like him, oh, they'll shoot the shit out your ass, bro. They'll hit everything in sight but the person who they trying to hit. So this is who Esau needs to get. He needs to go through the hood. And any nigga that wears shorty, I will have a criteria. Any nigga that's wearing skinny jeans that sag with some Crocs, with a SpongeBob hoodie on, some dreads, tattoos, and a fucking shiesty on, I'm grabbing your ass up. And I'm basically, he gonna kidnap you. That's what they did in Ukraine. They was grabbing motherfuckers up as old as 60, grabbing them up and putting them on trains and forcing them to be in the military. And he's gonna have to do that, or they're gonna have to bring back a drive, because we know when they bring back a drive, a lot of you Jakes, that's when the YN is gonna disappear. You ain't gonna see them around like that. They gonna be hiding. Man, I ain't trying to go no war, man. My mama ain't gonna, Wait a minute, man. You was just screaming gang, 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 gang. You know, PGE gang. You know what I'm saying? Pop out living gang. Whatever the fuck y'all call yourselves. You know? O-Block. The YNs. You know, y'all got this name for yourselves, but go to the military, man. Be all you can be. Look at these niggas, bro. This is Esau's military. This is who he needs to grab up. Grab these niggas up and send them over there. That's the best you can do, Esau, being a devil. And look at this. They only tough against their own people. They would never go up in a so-called white man hood and beef with him. But if they see a nigga that look at them wrong, they'll shoot at you. They try to rob you. All types of stuff, man. All because they know there's no consequences for going after their own people. But all these niggas are going to die anyway, because the scriptures say these niggas are going to straight up be slaughtered out here. Even when the civil wars come, they're going to get gunned down because they don't have no type of etiquette when it comes to war. You know, they may have big guns and choppers and clips and switches, but they don't know how to utilize that part. They don't understand landmass. They don't understand reconnaissance. You know, they may know they hood here and there, but if you take them outside of a hood, they get straight up slaughtered. And they're very cowardly. They're scary. They run in packs, man. So when they go to the Middle East, a lot of them gonna bitch up and get gunned down. But this is who he need to grab up. Grab these niggas up, man. Let's go to scriptures. Because in the military, 20 years old in Israel's military, right? But see, Esau's the devil, you know, so that's why I said start at 12. Esau, you the devil. You grab them young. Hell, Taliban, which, you know, a lot of that is set up by the CIA. But a lot of those Afghanis and so forth, a lot of them men, they learned, they were trained since they was 8, 9 years old on how to tote a AK-47 or AK-74. You know? Anyway, I'm going to read through it. I'm not going to read it all because it's a pretty long passage. But this is the book of Numbers 1:1. And it says, And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacles of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel and all their families, by the house of their fathers, and the numbers of their names, every male by their poles, and from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. And thou and Aaron should number them by their armies. Okay? These niggas, they're in their 20s. The youngest may be 16. But even then, if they're able to go to war with their own people on the streets, then they old enough to go to war. But we know the selective service starts at 18 to 25. So 18 to 26, I think. And even then, they may up it up. They may go up to 40, 41. Because, see, you got a lot of vets that's retired from the military that may still be able-bodied that's in their 40s and their late 30s, 50s, and they going to call them back too. So if you're a veteran and you got a good discharge, they can possibly call you back too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just going to stop at 26 because, I mean, come on, man. Realistically, they going to need all hands on deck because they not going to win this war. They not winning now. That's why Trump is calling for he's calling for them to surrender. but they ain't listening to him. They're like, fuck you. You killed our leader. We at your head. All right. But these are young men here. They able. They out causing terror to their hoods. They're shooting grandparents in the face. They toting all this money. Hey, this is the niggas you need to grab up right here. Grab these demons up, man. They're not serving a purpose anyway. Leaned out, Jake is some demons, man. That's why you niggas gotta get clanked up. And with you, there should be a man of every tribe, meaning all 12 tribes, everyone head of the house of his father. It says everyone head of the house of his father. And these are the names that men that shall stand with you out of the tribe of Reuben. Eleazar, the son of Shadur of Simeon, Shemiel, and the son of Zeradiah, is Zerashadai of Judah, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. These names of Issachar, Nethiel, and Zahor, of Zebulun, Elab, the son of Helon, and of the children of Joseph, of Ephraim, El-Shemam, the son of Ammihud, of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, of Benjamin, Adian, of the son of Genoni, and of Dan, Eleazar, the son of Ammishaddai, Asher, Pagel, the son of Okran, and of Gad, Elisab, the son of Duel, and of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. And these were the renowned of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, the heads of the thousands of Israel. So these were men of rank. Okay? So, hey, you men out there, you old enough, then they gonna send you to war. Let's go down here. Just read, jumping around a little bit. Peep this. All 12 tribes are just repeating it. And it says, those were the number of them. Matter of fact, 20. And it says, and the children of Reuben, Israel's eldest son, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names, by their posts, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. And you Jakes are at war with one another in the hood. So you're more than you're very able-bodied to go to war and fight in the Middle East. Go up against Iran, go up against Russia. Because they're gonna get you any damn way. And those of you that they just gonna put you to death, because there's gonna be civil war in the city. It's gonna be civil war in America, man. And you ain't ready for that type of smoke, because when them troops came down to Tennessee, you Jakes didn't want no smoke, man. You was hiding in the house. But you tough against your own kind. So the Most High is getting ready to expose you young niggas, man. And you going to war, whether you think so or not. Okay? So, matter of fact, this is what I did. I did this. It says House passes Bill Draft 18 through 26. It says the U.S. House of Representatives passes version of the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA Act, for the fiscal year 2025, which is H.R. Bill 8070 in June 2024, which includes a provision to automatically register men age 18 to 26 for the selective service military draft. So there you go. So basically, if a draft come, they grabbing everybody 18 to 26. It says right here, automatically register men 18 to 26 for the selective service system military draft. It says it is important to know that this measure makes registration automatic rather than requiring individuals to do it themselves, and it does not signify active immediate draft. So they're not drafting you, but in case they have a draft, they're already going to register the men of fighting age. You're already going to be registered. Because I remember when I turned 18, they sent the thing in the mail. They said, you got to register for the selective service, because they need bodies. Automatic registration, the bills aims to streamline the process for the 84% of eligible men who are already registered, cutting down on red tape. And they already mentioned that most of these dudes are not qualified. They're weak. They're mentally weak. They don't have the right mental, the diets. They're soft. They're emotional. Hell, the YNs, same thing. But who else they going to recruit? No active draft. The selective service has not been active since 1975, and activating the draft will require a separate act of Congress. And when they institute a draft, That's when people gonna really know shit getting real. That's when people gonna really bug out. That's when you're gonna see a lot of these YNs crying and mama, you can't be driving for my baby, but your baby out here killing fucking innocent people, man. Shooting up parks, shooting little girls in the face, at war with one another, killing each other over a bag of fucking Fritos. I mean, like, get this nigga off the street, man. Because he either gonna be dead or in jail somewhere. Which is probably better in my opinion. Because like I said, these Jakes are evil as hell. These are some evil niggas. They got demons on them. I don't like the spirit. I avoid these niggas at all costs. I run into them. They, I don't really have no issues with them because, usually they stay in their own lane. Because like, me personally, I don't fuck around with that. Like, you run up on me on that type of time, I'll send your ass back to the spirit world. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking play with you. But, usually, we don't have no issues with these dudes, but it's just the fact that they're around. And they always on some grimy shit. They paranoid, they high out their mind. They sit in the house all day, play 2K, pop lean, pop pills, get drunk. And women love these niggas, man. A woman, you dealing with a young chick, she'll leave you and date one of these niggas, man. She will. Because this is their version of masculinity. This is manly to them. But them niggas are gonna die, man. And it says that the children of Simeon, by their generations and their families, by the house of their fathers, those that were number of them, according to the number of the names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were number of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. Okay, so let's do this. $59,300. Gad, 45,650. Judah, 74,600. Issachar, 54,400. These are numbers here. Zebulon, 57,400. All the way down to Naphtali. And these men registered by Moses and Aaron, and of all the 12 tribes, all listed according to their ancestral descent. They were registered by families, all the men of Israel who were 20 years old or older and are able to go to war. And the total number was 603,550, but this total did not include the Levites. Okay, it says, for the Lord had said to Moses, do not include the tribe of Levi in the registration, and do not count them with the rest of the Israelites, but put the Levites in charge of the tabernacle and of the covenant, along with all its furnishings and equipment, that they must carry the tabernacle and all its furnishing as you travel, and they must take care of it and camp around it. So our job was to have the substance, man, beat the war drums, have the substance, the tabernacles. That was our job. But nonetheless, Levite men were warriors, man, and that was a requirement because shit, we was at war. You had the Philistines, had the Ammonites, okay? You had the Midianites, the Amalekites. So we had to be ready. And now they going up against the Iranians, soon to be the Russians, the Chinese, the Koreans, the Saudis. So they gonna need bodies over there, man. Okay. Let's go here to Isaiah 3. And I'm gonna start at verses 25, and it says, and thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in war. Okay, talking about you YBs, you young women out there, you eyelash bandits out there, you young chicks, you 17-year-olds to 25-year-olds to 24, the YN ages. These young bitches, they love some what's this clown's name? NBA young boy. And they number YNs that go. That nigga got the award, not the key to the city, but I think he got like a award from the mayor of Kansas City or something like that. Like, fuck this nigga. How the hell he gets awarded by the mayor? It's crazy. But yeah, you young women out there, you gonna lose your YNs, your so-called masculine men, which they're feminine. They ain't nothing but women with the male counterpart. That's all with male extremities. That's all they are is women. Like these are females. Like these niggas ain't nothing but they mamas and male bodies. Like they all emotional. They're very aggressive. Okay, they don't have no type of reasoning skill. They can't reason with anybody. You can't talk to them. Okay, they on high alert. They're paranoid. They're scary. They're like women. They just have the strength of young men. So they basically like women. That's why the scriptures say the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Go here, Nahum. Let me find it here. Nahum 2. Maybe Nahum 3. Salakia, give me a second. Young slain. Jeremiah 18:21. Therefore deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let their men be put to death, and let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. Yeah. You get that call, get shipped to the Middle East. You're going to die in battle, man. All right. A lot of you're not ready. All right. This ain't no fucking shootout around the block. You getting ready to enter a whole land you never knew about. It's going to be foreign to you, man. And a lot of you're going to want to come home. You know, you're going to want to come home and be under your mama and, you know. Nah, bro. Like my man Melvin said, he said, yeah, call your mama. He told his ass, he said, Lil Jody. He licked that nigga's head and smacked him. Said, yeah, call for your mama. That's what they do, you know. They got mamas. They ain't got no daddies, man. But Amos, what is this? Nahum 3:13. It says, behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women, and the gates of thy land should be set wide open unto thy enemies, and fire should devour thy bars. Yeah. When they invade this place, it's gonna be like a what they say, it's gonna be like a loose whore with her legs open, man. They're gonna ravish this place. The scriptures say our young men will be slain in battle. So you're gonna fall in battle. Anyway, I can't find it. I think it's in Jeremiah 51. But anyway, one more precept and I'll end it. Point is being made. Book of 2nd Esdras 16. And let's start at verses 33. And it says, and the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, and the women shall mourn having no husbands, and their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. And in the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish in famine. So, yeah, man, get these young niggas, send them to the war, and let them do what they got to do. Let them drill it out over there, man. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Lord's will, you are edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.